Wow, 2024 is finally coming to an end. I wanted to shoot it a certain way, but it was gonna be like a typical, New Year's type stuff. New Year's, New Year. It was gonna be something like that, like whatever though. But I came to the conclusion that I'm gonna leave with 2024. It had to happen. It had to happen. I know we always say that on 22, man, the comeback and all that, but 2024 was that year that it had to happen. You had to go through that hurt. You had to go through that pain. You had to go through that trauma. You had to go through those situations because that's what's going to build you in 2025. You have to. One thing I told myself is that a lot of people went down this same road. You know what I mean? A lot of people went down the same road. A lot of people did what I did, but the fact that they didn't get a chance to see the end of 2024 lets me know that it's still something for me out there to do. So before 2024 end, just tell yourself it had to happen. You had to go through losing a job because otherwise you want to know that you somebody, that you have real life potential, that you can be the next best thing tomorrow, that you have the skills to go build something amazing, that you are more than what you portray yourself as. So yes, you had to lose that job because, and I know sometimes it's hard. I'm not even gonna cap. It is hard, but one of the things I realize is that how everybody say that if you put good energy into the world, then it will come back to you. Sometimes it will never come back the way that you sown it, but it will come back in a different way. So if you put that good energy into the world, and when you lose something, it will come back full circle in that aspect. So you have to lose that job because sometimes we would stay on jobs and man, we would just be there for the longest, knowing deep down that I want to do something different, but I'm afraid. So God had to push you, God had to push us out in order for us to understand that who we are. And you have to go through that hurt and pain with some of the people that's close to you. Otherwise, we'd have been keep attaching ourselves to that. One of the things I tell myself all the time is that you got to look at things from a different standpoint because sometimes when we lose people, we hurt. Like, I can't believe you did that. No, it had to happen like that because if not, they'd have been keep doing the same thing they've been doing to you. You've been holding on to a perception of what a friendship should be like, and now every time something happens, you just on Facebook, social media, just crying. Oh my God, no! It had to happen like that. So don't allow it to say something different. Don't allow it to speak to you different. It had to happen. Because let me tell you something, man. People, I love people, but sometimes people can. I'm not gonna say because a lot of people not aware of what they're doing, but there's some people that are aware. But a lot of people not are aware that they're not good friends. They're not good support system. A good support don't tell you what you need to hear or what you want to hear, but it tells you what you need to hear. Like those are good people. Sometimes we got to understand that in order we use like okay, certain things we use because I'm excited because it's I've went through it, so it's like sometimes we use certain sayings and don't really apply to all the sayings. So it's like the saying that out with the old and in with the new. It's the same thing with friends. But we want to hold on because some of us have been friends for a long time. But let me tell you something, we outgrow those people. We need to be surrounded by people who's actually doing something in life that actually adds value to you. Somebody that's going to tell you what it is. Somebody that's going to pick you up when you down. So once you lose the job, hey, listen, I've been waiting on this moment. Listen here, I know such and hey, whoop whoop, hey, you know what I mean? Like you will want to be surrounded by people like that that's thinking about success, partying. That's that's cool, but you gotta have those friends that's about their business. Somebody that's gonna be a leader in the aspect of just helping friends out. Like everybody becomes their own boss and stuff like that. So listen, that hurt the friends. It had to happen. I'm like, and it's tough. I'm not even gonna cap. It's tough, but it had to happen because some of us we stick to these people, man. Like if we leave them, we just You know what I mean? Like if we leave, it's just like God dang. But it had to happen. It had to happen. So those sayings are not just for that. It's for things as well. And you have to go through that pain and trauma. Like you had to. It pain and trauma produce things that we're unaware of. Like it builds strength. I know it hurt. It definitely hurt. Like man, it hurt. But we have to go through that because if it don't physically make us strong, but it make us strong inside of our minds. It help us process things different. So when we elevate outside of that, if you allow it, that's the big thing. If you allow it, sometimes we don't allow it. Sometimes we allow that pain to sit there, and then it turns into trauma, and then it goes into something. Now we just scrambling all over the place. No, it had to happen that way. One of the biggest things that I learned this year is that you have to really truly examine yourself like every single day, because if you don't, sometimes you will get lost on that path. That's why we don't stick to the New Year's resolutions that we make, because we get lost sometimes. So we have to go through that hurt and pain. We have to see what it feels like not to have money. We have to see what it feels like to be in predicaments where our friends got it, and stuff like that. Like it had to happen like that, but it's going to build us. It's going to make us want to make different choices, wise decision, and things in that nature. So it had to happen. If you don't do everything, that's cool. Now you understand. And you know what? I'm gonna make sure I do, because you want to be somewhere. Like it's to a point now where it's like we got to do it because ain't nobody else doing it. A lot of these celebrities. One thing I learned is that everybody start off one way. Everybody start off poor. I get it. It struggles, but there's no in between their story. They just go from there to I'm rich. Like, yo, what happened? So and then a lot of them don't really get over that trauma. A lot of them don't really get over that pain. That's why we see them go through, public humiliation and stuff like that, because they never got rid of certain habits and things in that nature. So it's like this is the middle ground right here. This is the things that we taking care of. This is where when you handle that type of situation, God will build you up. And the Bible says that when God builds you up, can't nobody take you down. Can't nobody take you down. So listen, man, take that to 2025. Build off of that. Like feed off that. Like let that know. 2020, yeah, man. I'm just sitting around, lounging around. I ain't doing that this year because I don't want to feel like everybody just passing me up. No, anybody passing me up. They just moving. They just chose to do what they supposed to do. They knew what they want to do. So now that you've seen what happened in 2024, build off of it. You see what's going on? Build off of it. You want to travel more? You looking at these people with, hey, let me tell you something. Those people with no jobs, and you just, bro, how you doing this? No, that's cool. That's cool. Build off of it. You know what? I'm gonna get my bucks up, and not only am I gonna get my bucks up, I'm gonna find out exactly where I'm supposed to be in life, so I can do that, man. So, listen, man. Happy New Year's to everybody, man. Like, I'm proud of everybody, and the facts still remain the same, that you made it into another year, which means you didn't give up. You didn't give up. A lot of people, suicide rate is so high in the world, depression is so high in this world, but the fact that you're still walking and you're still conscious of what's going on, hey man, that's a blessing. That is a blessing, because there's so much going on that you can just, I'm done. But it's a blessing, man. So use that. Let that fuel you, man. Like y'all, what we gotta understand is that we are some amazing people. Amazing people. I was talking to my wife about Walmart, Target, and Amazon. It's all compete. It's all a competition now, because more vendors are adding to Amazon. More vendors are going into Walmart. So it's a constant competition where they got to start doing stuff quicker and faster. So listen, man, it's all up to you. You are the next best thing that's going to come out. I guarantee you. You do what you're supposed to do. You follow it. I'm telling you, you'll be the next best thing. Hey, listen. I know it don't happen overnight, but I guarantee if you continue to work at it, by this time next year, December 31st, 2025, I guarantee you won't be like that. So happy New Year. Listen, I love y'all. I'm praying for y'all. I'm looking forward to this new year. And man, enjoy. Because I'm definitely him, man. I appreciate y'all, all the support and love. And I thank y'all, man. Happy 2025.